Welcome back to the Metaphysical Tea. I'm Tess.
And I'm Bree.
And today we have Dasha. She works at our coffee stand. She's actually the manager, one of the managers there. And we asked her to come in because we've also done her boyfriend's chart. And we thought it would be kind of fun to see like relationship dynamics. So like a couple of the other women we've had on here, she does know some of this. But it makes it more fun because she's like, well, I forget the basic stuff all the time. I just remember little things. So she's a projector, which has everyone been a projector so far?
I think so. All of our guests, well, except for Kelsey.
Oh, Kelsey wasn't. Okay.
But 3 out of the 4 are projectors.
And projectors are only 20% of the world, so that's very interesting.
Yeah.
I do find projectors are really attracted to human design.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's because they see it like... Well, it's probably a little bit like you feel seen. Because like I was saying when I was talking to her boyfriend and explaining some of this stuff is like, you're supposed to have a little less energy. You're supposed to be like more downtime. And he's like full of energy because he's a generator. And so when people don't understand that about their spouse or their significant other, sometimes they're like, what's wrong with that person? And then the person like that is like, what's wrong with me? And I think projectors feel seen when they understand, like, I don't have to do that. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, so even though that's what we've had on the show so far, let's talk about projectors again. So projectors are 20% of the world. They are the newest energy type. And they came in to show us how to do things differently. So when projectors came in, I believe that's when the emotional center came in. So they changed the energy from like survival and like building to emotion too. And they see things like a bird on a perch looking down into the jungle. So like the mansions, the generators, even, well, not the manifestors, but the rest of us were down there like going crazy, the lions, tigers, and bears, like running around, like we have all this energy and we're just like running around doing stuff, but not necessarily getting anywhere. Have you felt that before?
Yeah.
Yeah. I talk about it all the time. I'm like, I feel like I'm just busy being busy and I'm not getting anywhere. But projectors can actually see and look down and go, hey, if you did it that way, move over here, you would get this faster. If you look over here, see this, see how you can do it faster. They just see things in a different way. So they're able to direct energy, which is probably what makes you a good manager. Yeah.
It is interesting that all of the projectors we've had on here are a manager.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You're right. And I remember when I first got into human design and we had everyone in the salon and I was like telling them what they were. And the whole leadership team was the only projectors in the salon. And I was like, that's so crazy. Because they just naturally direct while the rest of us are going like, I can accomplish, I can accomplish, I can do, I can go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're, well, I'll just review a little bit more. So the way that you manifest is by being invited. Do you remember what that means?
Sort of.
Okay. Okay. So, projectors get confused on this a little bit because it's like, what do you mean I have to be invited to manifest something? But you can invite yourself. The universe can give you a sign. You don't need a person to give you the sign. They can. Like, I could say, like, oh my gosh, Dasha, you should open a business, you know. Like I said, you and your boyfriend both have the 2 entrepreneur gifts.
That's cool.
I know, yeah.
You guys probably, like, help feed each other's dreams.
I know. And, well, one little thing that we really thought was cool, I have to show this. So here is Dasha's chart. So she just has those 2 filled in. And then the only 2 missing in her boyfriend's chart are the 2 she has. So they quite literally complete each other. And it's okay if your significant other doesn't complete you, but they will complete certain areas of your chart.
Yeah,
and
like
so,
maybe gates.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why we're attracted to people a lot of the time, because something in them completes something for us and makes us like feel like more whole. Okay. So being invited, you just have to show the world what you're capable of, and you will naturally get invited to do it, and that's how you manifest. Okay. And then when you're feeling successful, you're on track. But when you're feeling bitter, it's like your sign like, uh-oh, I need to shift something. I'm a little out of whack. Are your eyes green?
They're blue and green, yeah.
Oh, they're really pretty. I was like, oh my gosh.
Just a little rabbit trail.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, you're a 3-5. So 3-5s, there's a lot of people that are 3-5s. A lot of celebrities have a 3-5. In fact, do you have number 20? I don't think you do. Okay. A lot of celebrities have 3-5 and number 20 because 3-5 is, sorry, and number 22, you don't have it. 22 is like grace and charm, which Cal has. But 3-5 is like the messiness of life. So, you know how celebrities will be like messy, but they look like they're just handling. Okay, you don't have that. But you have the 3-5, and it's not a bad thing. I said messy, but it's a good thing. Nothing in human design is bad. You just have to know it about yourself. And what we were also just talking about is that her boyfriend has, just to side trail this, so that I just want people to know human design is like so special because you're perfect. Everyone's perfect exactly how they are, and that's what makes it so special is because that's true. Her boyfriend has a placement in his chart that shows like that he can have like a lot happen and he can handle it, and then blow up over like a spilled coffee. But that's how he releases emotions, and it's how he's meant to. If he doesn't know that, he's going to feel crazy, right? But when you understand that, like I just told him, 5 minutes worth of information. He's like, I feel like you just told me more than any doctor's ever been able to say to me, you know, like, you know me in 5 minutes. And I'm like, I know, it's so crazy how real this is. So when I say that about the 3-5, there is nothing negative. It's just like part of the soul's purpose that you were supposed to do. So the 3 is how you feel. That's the experiencer. So 3s, when your first number is a 3, you often feel like you're never figuring it out. Like you're just like, God, I thought that was going to work and it didn't. I thought I wanted that and I don't. Like it's just like trial and error. But the 5 is the hero. It's the person that's here to help other people, and people are attracted to anyone with a 5 because they feel that in you that you can help them. Does that resonate?
Yeah.
You've always had friends that are like, help me. Yeah. So one thing I do say every time we talk about a 5 is, especially young, careful not to attract all the broken birds because you naturally will. And just because you can help doesn't mean you have to help. We've had that conversation. Yeah. Do you have any questions so far?
Not so far.
Okay. Did you remember all that?
Yeah, it's like going back to me now.
Okay, good. Pipe in if you have any questions. Okay. So when you put the 2 together, and you are both, you're the person that can help people, and you're the person who's here to like master your trial and error process. Mm-hmm. And you'll feel like I'm just figuring it out, but really you're like a catalyst for change for the rest of the world. Mm-hmm. And that's huge. 3-5s can have kind of like an FU energy, like I don't need your crap, kind of like when people meet them. I don't see that in you, but I'm sure maybe your peers do. You've been told that?
Yeah.
But the truth about them is it's kind of a protection because when you get to know them, they're like the most relatable, the most caring, like they'll do anything for you. You're totally that friend. Yeah. But you have to get through the don't mess with me. And then you get to that level. Who else? Have we had a 3-5 on? No.
No.
Because Danny
is your kid a 3-5?
No. 1-3 like Derek.
1-3.
And then 5-1 like you. Yeah, I don't think we actually have. Okay, yay. Okay, good. We have something new. Okay, let's see. So you also are super magnetic to other people and super lovable. Life is just a roller coaster for 3-5s. It's supposed to be. And once you realize that, and I think it's super important for 3-5s to know they're that, because once you realize life is supposed to be a roller coaster and you're like just meant to like ride the highs and lows, and that's special for you, everything opens up for you. Because now the lows aren't really lows. They're just like ready for the high to come, you know? You're not afraid to call people on their BS, which also probably makes you a good manager. You see yourself, you see yourself as just figuring it out, but you're a catalyst for change. People want to live vicariously through you. Has anyone ever told you that?
Not really. No.
They might not tell you that, but people see you and are like, what is she doing? Like, they're probably like peeping on like your stories and like wondering what you're doing because they just want to know. Like, 3-5s are interesting to other people.
Okay.
Yeah. And you take people along for the ride. So, like, you're the person that will, like, grab them by the hand and be like, let's go do this. Let's go handle this. You're a really good friend, but you need a lot of encouragement from other people. but anyone who helps you or gives to you will get it back tenfold.
Okay.
And that's special. And you know that about yourself too. Okay, I think I hit all of those. Okay, let's see what else. So her chart's interesting because like I showed you, she only has 2 filled in centers. So everything else is open. So you're like almost a reflector, which is like reflectors are like a mirror to the world. They mirror what is going on. So you're mirroring other people's emotions, their energy, their voice, like their mind. You're mirroring all of this back to them. But you only have 1 channel. So remember, a channel is when 2 gifts connect to make a full line. And when you only have 1, it's like before you came here, your soul, whatever you believe in, the universe, God, whatever, was like, figure it out this time. I'm only giving you 1. Do it this time, okay? And it's a really rare channel. It's the free form channel, and it's your ability to really be present. And it's a protected channel. So like you're naturally like kind of divinely protected, and things just happen to work out for you. You feel that? I have it too. When you're using it correctly, you're able to really be present because everything that you're ever going to need is right in this moment. And when you understand that, you're using that gift that I said, you have to figure it out this time. So figure out how to always be present. Questions yet?
Not really. I'm just like so interested to hear everything. So.
Yeah, no, good. Is there anything where we've talked about it before where you took it and like have used it, or where it just like really hit or really helped with something?
I guess you were just talking like the channel and just like how things just like seem to work out. Because there's a lot of times where I feel like things should be going wrong, and it just like in the back of my mind I'm like, I think it's just gonna be fine. Like it's honestly just
That's awesome.
it's gonna be okay.
That is so good. Yes.
But,
Well, and you have really strong intuition. So the 2 that you have consistent is your intuition and your sense of self.
okay.
Yeah. So you're very sure of who you are. That doesn't change. And you're very connected to your intuition.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Everyone's very connected to their intuition. You have consistent access to that intuition. Okay. Okay, so you're a non-emotional like Derek. And what that means is you absorb and amplify everyone else's emotions, which I think everyone's been a non-emotional. Danny and Danielle. Maybe not Kelsey. I can't remember Kelsey's off the top of my head. But, okay.
Interesting thing.
I know. That is interesting. Because Brie and I are both emotional. So you're in an emotional sandwich. But, okay, we'll talk about it again. So non-emotionals absorb and amplify everyone else's emotions. And so you have to allow yourself to like clear those out and realize they're not yours when you go home. Because you don't want to take that stuff home with you. You don't want to take other people's stuff. So everywhere that you have a white center, that's like that. So other people's motivation, other people's energy, other people's pressure, mental and physical, other people's thoughts, other people's words. So make sure that you have like a good process for like releasing everything when you get home. Like you can even have, like I'll tell people to put their hands in a bowl of salt when they walk in just to like neutralize energy, or some people want to punch a pillow or listen to a song. Whatever it is, just like get the emotions, get the energy out of you. Because even though it's nice to absorb and be amplified by other people's energy, like being between us, we're both a type of generators, so we're both going to give you energy too. But if you just go home, you're going to be like overstimulated. Where if you let it go and like allow yourself to relax, it'll feel better. Does that track for you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're like a really motivated person. So don't think that this means you can't be motivated or you can't have energy. You have access to both. It's just you're not here to have it consistently all the time.
I definitely don't.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, because Oscar definitely does. And because he's go, go, go. And he's like, we need to do this, we need to do that. Or like, because he's super into doing the stocks and trading. He's like, every single day he wakes up super early to do that. And then for me, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go.
I need time.
And I mean, I don't know if you feel this, but for me, I feel like I would feel like, why don't I have that? Why can't I do that? And it's because you're not supposed to. Your soul was like, we don't care about that. Like, let him be that. You don't have to be that. Yeah. Now I wonder if Riley's boyfriend has that, because he's the same way, but he doesn't believe in any of our stuff. But I'm going to try and get his birth chart information. Because he's just like that. But Riley's pretty, like, energized, but he, like, does the stock stuff super early and, like, is, like, always like, we got to do this. You got to learn this. You got to figure this out. Well, and Brie and I both have both of those, too. Okay. Let's see. What else? Your authority is splenic. So the way that your soul guides you is a little voice in your head. Have you heard it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So if you listen to it, it only says it once. Whatever it says, listen to it, and it will continue to get louder. If you ignore it, it will get quieter and quieter and quieter, and you'll have to relearn hearing it again. Okay. But it's like your literal soul telling you, like, don't go down that alley. Don't do that thing. Don't make that purchase, whatever. Okay. And then your purpose is to guide others, to guide other people to new ways of making their lives or the world more beautiful. You talked about doing hair. That actually would line. I mean, you have a couple of things that you're interested in doing, but actually being in the medical field would do that. Hair would do that. I don't know about electrician.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We're going to take that one off the table. Okay, yay. So the way that your purpose is made up is through your top 4 gifts. And I noticed right away that your top 2 gifts were the 2 entrepreneur gifts. And they're also pure masculine energy and pure feminine energy. So number 1 is pure masculine energy, which is also turning ideas into, creating new things. Mm-hmm. And number 2 is pure feminine energy, which is a vision for turning ideas into reality.
That's cool.
I know.
Those speak to each other.
They really do. It's like such a good...
It's a good balance.
Yeah, I love it. I have 2, but not 1. So whenever I'm around someone with a 1, it like gets me like entrepreneurial, like ideas, you know? I can't say the word entrepreneurial. Help me with that one. Okay, so those are your top 2. Your number 1 is the feminine energy, so the gift for the vision turning into reality. Then the other 2 are you listen and collect stories, and then you find the wisdom in them and repeat it to other people. So you don't actually have to experience something to have wisdom to share. You can collect, like if Brie told you a story and it had...
learning...
Yes.
This or anything else that's helpful in your life. Mm-hmm.
Yes. You can just take it and be like, I didn't actually experience that, but I heard this and I know it to be true. Here you go. And you can help people. And then you have natural integrity. Anytime I see that in someone's top 4, I always tell them, just remember not everyone does, because you guys are so pure of heart and like you really believe that everyone is like you and just not everyone is. But anyone can really trust you because of that. Not that not everyone's pure and has good intentions, but you're just like pure natural integrity.
Especially, I think, with that 5, when you collect people that you see need help and you have a natural heart to be like, I can help people, but you just inevitably attract a lot of moths to a flame.
Yeah.
So maybe like earlier in life, because I have the 5.
Yeah.
You collect people that don't have the same kind of heart and the same kind of intentions.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a really good one.
It's a tough lesson that we learn early.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like your chart. The 5 and then your heart, what is it? Her, not heart center, but her...
G center
is like, it's giving like, whatever you face, you're like, I was built for this. Like, no matter what, no matter how hard it is in life, especially if you have that 3, you probably on a subconscious level just know, like, I was built for this. Yeah. I will, like, go toe to toe. Come at me.
I love that.
I love it too. It's warrior energy.
It is, yeah. Ooh, I just saw Athena.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I like it.
Ooh, we should do her goddess chart stuff.
Yeah.
Or goddess background. Okay, yay. I love that. You are selective caves, which I thought was cool, which I think both our daughters are.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
You can just go and hibernate for long days or long periods of time.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And cave people like to only have like one exit. and one entrance so that you know anyone coming in and out. And with selective, it's really important to you that you have control over who comes into your space. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have the open taste, or like it's the old digestive, like caveman system. So you eat seasonally, and you can eat the same food every single day. Like you could just be like, I want Trappers for a month, and that's okay for you. The really cool thing I like about this one is your taste buds tell you if it's right for you.
I like that.
If you like it, it's right for you.
Lucky.
I know!
I could feel you being like,
Can I have that one?
Tess is always jealous of everybody else's taste. Or like,
I know,
How
because
is yours different?
mine is calm. I have to sit in a quiet.
You're a psycho. You gotta sit still.
I know, I hate it. I was like trying to do a bunch of stuff before I left for work, and so I was like standing there eating and I'm supposed to sit down when I eat and like be present with my food. That sounds not fun. And I can't do it. I'm always like standing and eating and like trying to do other stuff, which is totally bad, which is why I get digestion issues. But yeah, I would love to have my taste buds guide me. So for some people, it's what they eat. For some people, it's like their environment, like mine. For some people, it's temperature, like she's hot. Yeah, and Derek's cold. But also, you have a fast system, which we were talking about earlier. So even though it's this, it's also that it's fast. So you're not supposed to, if you're hungry, eat. Yeah. Actually, I have a funny story. So yesterday, she'll let me say her name. So yesterday, Danielle and I were working in the office, and she was like, she kept getting like sick and like running to the bathroom. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? And she's like, oh, my chest. She's like, I just keep like getting like acid reflux. And I'm like, what did you eat today? And she's like, a smoothie and a cottage cheese. It was 5:30 at night. And she has this where you're supposed to like eat consistently. And I go, yeah, your body is probably like screaming for food. It's like acid building up. So when you try and do what other people are supposed to do, because you see people be like, oh, you can lose weight from fasting, and you try and do it their way and it's not meant for your body, then it actually can make you sick. She ordered taquitos and she felt amazing.
Yeah, I would too. This is why, like, I just know that, like, cold liquids, not for me. Also, cold plunges, never going to be okay for my nervous system. Like, I do not follow the whole, like, cold plunge stuff.
Yeah.
Not for me. Not for my body. Friends.
No. And you know what? To that, I've heard so much, because I was doing cold showers for a long time, like, as cold as I can make them, and thinking it was, like, healthy. But then I was reading all this stuff about how some people it's really bad for their health. And I bet you it's people like you who are like
in
not. In
Chinese medicine, you are not supposed to do cold liquids or like cold showers, specifically women.
Yeah.
40 plus. So.
Yeah. Is there any questions you have in life that I haven't talked about that maybe I could look in your chart and help you analyze?
I guess like I always like think about like the motivation thing, and like, because I always see people, like, and I always want to be constantly motivated, but it's like, so, like, I need to, like, just basically, like, chill out for a second, or is, like, that what it is? So it's, like...
No, perfect. I'm glad you brought that up, because I didn't explain it. So, when you have, which 70% of the world have their heart center or their ego center open, which is that one right there, and that means you're not supposed to be motivated all the time. Now, we've been programmed to think people that are motivated all the time are the ones that are successful or are the ones that are getting things done, that they're not lazy. But that's us. And I had people tell me, like Danny and Danielle were like, gosh, I can't do what you can do. Yeah. But it's because I can't do what they can do either. Mm-hmm. So it's, you want it because you think it's the right way or the good way, but it's not for you.
Okay.
So when you are motivated, go for it. Mm-hmm. Go do something. Go figure it out. When you're not motivated, that's because your soul doesn't know what to do with the motivation. And if you allow yourself to just chill out, rest, whatever that looks like for you. Yeah. It could be Netflix. It could be just having a day where you like run errands. It could be journaling. Whatever feels like restful for you. Mm-hmm. That's like but you can't judge yourself. Because if
Okay.
you're going like, I'm so lazy, like, why can't I do what everyone else can do? Why can't I do what my boyfriend can do? Like, Derek's is like this. He could watch an entire 7 seasons of a show in one day. I would die. Like, I can't sit that long. But that doesn't make him lazy or wrong. Mm-hmm. It's how his soul relaxes.
Yeah.
So for you, if you're not judging yourself, that gives yourself time to get the message from source, from the universe, from God, like what you're supposed to do when you get motivated. Okay. It makes it clear for you. So if you think about like shooting a bow and arrow, when you pull back, it's because you have to aim, right? So you're like looking and you're like, where am I going to go? Where am I going to go? I'm going right there. That's what you're doing when you're chilling out, laying back. Once you do that and you understand what you want to do with it, you let go, and then now you have this burst of motivation to get done all the things that you just realized you want to do. If you know what you want to do with the motivation will show up.
Okay.
You'll always have enough motivation to do what you need to do. It's not a curse.
Okay.
The curse is the programming that the world has told people that they should be doing all the time. And then the other two things for you is that you have your little clues in that center that tell you like what's in alignment for your career. So impact is super important for you, which hair and the medical industry would both do that for you. And then money's important for you. And both of those could do that for you as well. So you just have to follow your heart on that. Yeah, I love that. And you have 10, which is like a love of life. So it's really important that you enjoy life.
Yeah.
You should talk to Danielle and Danny about that because they both really struggled with that in the beginning and like tried. Like Danny told me one time, she's like, you make me feel bad about myself because I go home and I'm exhausted and I just want to watch TV and I'm like, Tessa's probably starting another business. And I was like, you're not bad. It's not what you're meant to do. So I think just releasing that programming and understanding that it's programming. And I know that I think in your culture, that's a thing too, where it's like, you have to be super successful. So I think that that's programming too. Culturally, we get programmed, you know?
Yeah, I just think you're built for whatever you come up against and you will overcome it. And you have a really good heart. So.
Yeah, you do. I know you're special. We were talking, I was talking to someone and they're like, what do we make room for Dasha to do so she stays here forever? I'm like, I don't know. We'll find something.
Yeah.
I know. So you're very special. I know we've talked about it before, non-emotional and emotional, like how different they are, so we don't have to jump into that. But even her boyfriend having consistent motivation and her not, I think it's so important for couples to understand that. Does Shane have it? He doesn't. I don't think Shane or Derek have it, but me and Bree both have it. So if Bree and I didn't know this, we could very easily be like, why is my husband so lazy? Like, why can he just sit there?
We have.
Yeah.
I think that is something that you're like, dude, I'm ready to like, let's get up Saturday. We're going to like conquer. The problem is that I have ADD with that. So I will be like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then I'm over here. And he's like, all he needs is like, kind of like similar to Dasha. Like he just needs to rest. And then he's gonna finish it out, whereas I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go over here, I'm gonna not finish that, I'm gonna jump to this, and he's like, no, stay on task, we're finishing this thing. You have stamina to like see something through. You just have to rest for it, whereas we're like, bleh.
That is a great insight.
ADD.
No, that is a great insight because we look like we're doing all the time.
It
doesn't mean we're accomplishing anything.
No.
So when you see highly motivated people, don't think it's better. We have our own issue that we need to figure out how to like hone it in and like, not be so all over the place with it. And you guys get your perfect amount of motivation for exactly what you need. As long as you're not judging yourself. Judgment doesn't allow you to hear the message.
Okay.
Oh, I was telling him this too. So she has her G center filled in and he doesn't. When you're around someone who has a filled in G center and you don't have it, you can have pressure to say who you are. Like, she has a strong knowing of who she is. She's very aware of who she is. You've always been that person. You'll always be that person. For a non-G center, it's like, well, I think I'm this, but tomorrow I want to be this, but maybe I want to be that. And that's what's right for your soul. But if you're next to someone who's like, no, this is who I am, you can really feel pressure. But in like a relationship like this or like a strong friendship, they can also help you ground who you are, like help you be okay with like transforming and like be like the solid for those transformations. So I thought that was a cool placement. And then he has his throat filled in and you don't. And so he can help you find your voice. He can help you. Has he done that? Has he helped you like speak up? I mean, you don't seem like someone who doesn't speak up though.
I mean, it depends. Like, there's definitely times where it's like, I think it goes back to something else we were talking about where it's like, I can't remember what, but he's definitely outspoken and he would just not care. Like, if somebody like upsets him, he will let them know and like.
That's good. That's
yeah.
a good dynamic to
Yeah.
have in someone that you love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's
it
definitely
is.
like helped me as well, just like knowing to speak up because it's like I think a lot of times I'll be like, oh, like it's fine, you know, like
Yeah.
Or he might validate when you're like, ooh, I
Yeah.
don't know about this.
Yeah.
He could be like, oh, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
that's not okay. And so Derek has an open throat like you do too. So the other thing to know about this, Victoria did too. Not Victoria that's still here, but old Victoria.
Yeah.
And she would always say like, I just don't know how to find the words. I just don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you can't articulate what you're thinking or how you're trying to say it. And it'd be easy for him to like help you or like map that out.
Yeah, that definitely happens a lot.
And then the thing that he was really solid in too is like he has the head and the ajna filled in. So he's like very strong in his belief. And he's very like, he gets his own inspirations. He gets his own connection. You're open. You're like, maybe I believe what you believe. Maybe I believe that. Maybe I believe this. Like you can, whoever you're around is going to influence where your thoughts are at. It doesn't mean that you don't have your own beliefs. It just means that you're open to suggestion more than he is. And then this is the head being open is the one where I said like you could order something off the menu that you would never order because you like picked up inspiration from someone else and you're like, why did I do that? I've done that. I don't like fried really. Like I'll eat like a few French fries or like, I don't know, but like fried, like I don't like the deep fried burritos at like Taco Time and I don't like fried shrimp. I don't like, I ordered, I never know how to say it. Po' boy sandwich. And isn't it like fried shrimp on like a baguette? Like that is not my thing. I don't really care about bread. Like I don't really care about I don't like fried. And I don't know why. I was like looking at the menu forever and I ordered that. Never ordered it in my life. And I'm like sitting there like it came and I'm like, did I order that? I was just staring at it. And like that week I learned that you could pick up other people's inspiration. This was years ago. But I was like, that's totally what I did. Yeah, interesting. Where he probably knows exactly what he wants, when he wants it, when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. And then I told you don't have either pressure point. So you
That's
are.
you.
Yes. So you're either 0 or 10. Totally doesn't get affected by stress or like, the sky's falling. One or the other.
Yeah.
No in between. And he has both pressure points. So he works well with consistent pressure in his body and consistent pressure on his mind. He works well with deadlines. You don't. You're like, I'll get it done.
Yeah.
Me too. That was hard in school because I'd be like, I'll do it the morning of.
Yeah.
And it'll be perfect and I'll get a good grade.
That was me last weekend. I was like, I'll do homework later, and then I opened it up. I was like, oh, I have to do a whole essay.
Great.
Along with other things. But
I know.
I got it all done in a day.
Or were you a last minute homework person?
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, Sag.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Don't tell us what to do.
we're gonna procrastinate.
I love it. Okay, well that's pretty
I always love to compare. I always love to have like any kind of like comparison or synastry of charts because I really do believe that we do seek people out that help us, and it's not always going to feel really wonderful, but this is a good example of how you guys are naturally like filling in each other's, empty spots of like he helps influence this that's helpful and vice versa. So
yeah, like look at you
That's
guys
fun to
complete this line. See how you have this line here and he has it there. So that completes a whole channel for you guys, which is like speaking things into existence.
Right here too. I don't know
That's
what
cool.
that
Yeah.
Oh
You're right.
yeah. Yeah, so he makes you more emotional, like feel your emotions more.
I
Yeah.
like that.
I love that. I know. And if you go through, I bet you there's so many, he fills this in for you, which is another emotional wave. So he helps you feel more deeply, which emotionals are here to experience. We're all here to experience human emotions, but we're here to like ride out the wave and just like go with it, where you guys more have to experience it through us as a mirror. One's not better than the other, but it's interesting how he fills in those emotions for you. Yeah, I love that.
What does it mean again for like a catalyst for change?
Yeah, so it's like you're the person who's gonna spark the change of something.
Okay.
Like, say there's something at the stand where you're like, gosh, we are so inefficient in this area. You're gonna be the one that's like gets everyone going and is like, we're gonna make this happen. I mean, on a very small scale. You're also the person that could change like a whole you could start a whole movement, you know?
Yeah. Could be generational too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could be really deep.
Isn't 555 like changed for the angel numbers?
Yes.
Yeah.
My birthday's 050505.
Oh, yeah!
With the 5 in her profile.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
I know,
5
I always
is like
forget
your
that.
divine number.
I know.
That's actually really cool.
I always forget your 555. That's so cool.
Yep.
Oh, I do love that. It's like you were meant to be this person.
Magic.
I love that. Is there anything else? No? Okay. If you think of anything, tell me later and we'll map it together. Well, yay. Apparently we really need some generators or manifesting generators to come on the show.
Yeah.
And we could really use a reflector or a manifester too. They're much.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, we don't see them as often, but it would be cool to do that. Yeah. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for coming and seeing us, Dash. And we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.